2600636. That is People of the State of Michigan versus William File. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Ms. Donnelly.
Assistant Public Defender Sarah Donnelly on behalf of the defendant William File, who isn't present, but he's in the building, and I'm waiving his appearance for these purposes.
All right, thank you. And that's true, Ms. Fortuna Gill. We're waiving the appearance of Mr. File. We know where he is. He's incarcerated. We haven't brought him up, but Ms. Donnelly can tell us can tell him what we're doing here today.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is time set for preliminary examination today. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
At this time, Your Honor, the people are unable to proceed on this matter. We do not have a complaining witness present today. My records indicate a subpoena was sent. However, I did speak with the complaining witness this morning. He indicated he did not receive a subpoena. However, he was not interested in coming to court. So that being said, he is not present, and I do not anticipate that an adjournment on this matter would change those circumstances. I anticipate a motion from Ms. Donnelly.
Ms. Donnelly.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, with that, we would ask this court to dismiss it without prejudice.
All right, so I'm going to have printed out on defendant's motion a dismissal without prejudice. Then I might draft one of you to grab it so I can sign it. Yep. Based on the prosecutor's representation that the people are unable to proceed, the witness appears to be subpoenaed, but we had contact. The people had contact with the complaining victim, and the complaining victim did not believe that they would be. Any contact to get him here was unsuccessful. So I'm going to grant the motion dismissed without prejudice. You can indicate to Mr. File that means that the people could reissue if they choose to, but for our purposes today, the case is dismissed.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
I will sign that, and then we'll take like 5 seconds and provide a copy to Miss Donnelly and her client.
Do you want me to copy it for you?
If you want to. Anything else for the record in 2600636, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
Ms. Donnelly's working the copier, which does and does not work at times. So I'm warning you. But that's all for the record in 2600636. Thank you for your appearance today. Thank you, Ms. Donnelly.
Your Honor, we are ready on Miller. When the court is, that will be, it's my understanding Mr. Miller is not represented by counsel. However, the people do not have the witnesses necessary. That's going to be a nollie pros by the people.
All right.
I'm going to go downstairs and talk to P.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You'll probably have to bring him up and find your cause to.
We're going to have to put that on the record.
Right.
Yeah, but I'll go get his information now.
All right. So you want to call Miller?
Yes, please.
Mr. Miller, come on up. All right, so we're on the record in 24-03428. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Corey Miller. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
And sir, you are Corey Miller, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. This is the time set for a preliminary examination today. It's been brought to my attention that Mr. Miller although indicated that he was going to be applying to the public defender's office at arraignment. Later, he is he didn't get a public defender. Is that correct?
That's my understanding.
If I may interject,
You may.
last week when we spoke, the attorney wasn't there for my probable cause hearing. He said they'd be contacting me sometime. So now
Yes.
they've never contacted me, and I have filled out an application with their office at arraignment.
All right. So this is not through any fault of Mr. Miller. It just a public defender wasn't assigned. So usually we would be adjourning this for a good cause, so you wouldn't waive any rights and we'd get an attorney. But it appears that the witnesses were subpoenaed and it failed to appear. Is that correct, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct. Not only were the witnesses subpoenaed, but called several times by my office without being able to connect. I do not anticipate an adjournment on this would change those circumstances, so the people would dismiss this case at this time.
All right, so based on the prosecutor's motion to dismiss, based on the witnesses failing to appear and any contact being with the witnesses of being unsuccessful, I'm going to dismiss this without prejudice. That means, Mr. Miller, they could reissue if they choose to, but realistically today, the case is dismissed. All right, sir? So I'm going to have printed out a dismissal at the prosecutor's request. So that would be at,
It's a 1.
yeah, it'd be a 1.
Mhm.
That is sad when you know the codes.
Yeah.
And then you can sign it and then give it to me and I'll sign it. And then we'll make sure that the dismissal is done without prejudice. And then if Ms. Fortuna Gill ends up reissuing, that means that you'll be arraigned again. But you can indicate at that time what happened this time and make sure that you have representation. Okay, sir?
I do have one question.
Sure.
With this being dismissed, how long until it's off of iChat as a pending matter?
That, as far as like, it takes 4 hours to purge from our computer system. I don't know about iChat. I don't know about social media, how long it'll go on, what's going to be going on. If you have any problems in that regard, I would contact either their regulator or LPD. Okay. But our computer system, it takes about 4 hours. There's no GPS on it. There's no contact order. So I'd keep a copy of the dismissal with you because this case is dismissed without prejudice, but you should keep it just so it's not in the system.
Oh, this is for employment purposes.
Okay.
Right? Thank you.
Yeah.
May I approach?
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to sign the nollie-pros. And then we'll get you a copy for your own records, for your employment records. This case is dismissed without prejudice, which I've indicated people could reissue if they choose to, but you should get a copy for your own records. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, you should be all set, Mr. Miller. Thank you for your appearance today.
You should be ready on Mr. Perry.
All right, and is Miss Lacy here? There you are. All right, so we're on the record in docket 26-00835. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Isaiah Perry. Appearances for the record of Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Ms. Lacy.
Good morning, Your Honor. Andrea Lacy, Assistant Public Defender, appearing on behalf of Mr. Perry, who is seated to my right.
And sir, you are Isaiah Perry, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Right, thank you. This is the time set for preliminary examination today. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. It's my understanding that the defendant wishes to waive the right to the preliminary examination. The people would be willing to do the same. There is an offer that was extended. That offer will remain open until the first pretrial in circuit court. The offer is to plead to counts 1 and 2 and to dismiss count 3 as well as the habitual offender notice.
And is that your understanding, Ms. Lacy?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. May I inquire of your client, Mr. Perry, of the waiver, the preliminary examination?
Yes.
Mr. Perry, you understand you have a right to preliminary examination today. A preliminary examination is a probable cause hearing in which the people would have to prove by probable cause evidence that a crime has been committed and the identity of the person who committed that crime. You are represented today by attorney Andrea Lacey, and she would be present to cross-examine any witnesses or contest any charges brought against you by the people of the state of Michigan. It is my understanding it would be your wish today to waive your right to preliminary examination, have this case continue in circuit court where negotiations are continuing and a term and an offer has been placed on the record and will be open to the first pretrial in circuit court. I should finish up that. All right. Is that your understanding, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. And is it your wish today, based on the offer, to waive your right to preliminary examination today?
Yes, sir.
Do the people also waive their right to preliminary examination today?
Yes, Your Honor.
I find the waiver of the preliminary examination be knowing, voluntarily, and accurately made. And I'll provide the bind over documentation for signature purposes. So I'm going to draft one of you to, oh, here we go. Thank you. All right, so we're on the record in 26-00835. I'm in possession of the bind over documentation that's been signed by all the parties. I'll indicate that the examination was waived on today's date. Is there anything to come to the court's attention before I sign the bind over documentation? Ms. Fortuna Gill.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Lacey.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Your time in district court is done, sir. You're off to circuit court, where you'll get your next date of appearance from your attorney, Ms. Lacey. All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, Mr. Perry, you should be all set. Thank you for your appearance today.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Ms. Lacey.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Judge?
Yes.
Am I bringing up anybody else?
Um,
If we could bring up Mr. P.
Mr. PEA.
Yes. And then, I just need to check the hallway very briefly. And
Yeah, you can come get us when you're ready. I know Mr. Silver, I see Mr. Silverthorne here. And then Mr. Sarts is here.
Yes, I just need to confirm that no witnesses showed up between 8:58, I think is what we went on the record and now.
All right, just let us know.
Thank you.
All guys. You may be seated. How are you?
It's just
How are you?
us here
Good.
and Jessica Kennedy for
Okay.
some of the key issues. Talking to some changes. And I also have Mr. Crispin Torrey.
Yes, I haven't been able to contact that complaint line, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
So you know the drill.
Yeah.
Jessica? you want that? Oh, okay, good to know.
Good morning, Your Honor. Hearing on behalf of Mr. Shaw. Your Honor, I have had discussions with Mr. Smith. I believe he was agreeing to my request to adjourn this for a few weeks. Maybe, if it- Appreciate it. Yeah. Still doing it? You can hear me now? Hello. Good. Yeah, but nobody's here, so it's not. Okay, I will try to contact him on my phone. Okay, I will do that. Well, I make the difference in trying to dismiss the cases. Well, because then nobody has to sit here and watch me sign, because it goes faster.
Having.
Yeah. That's true. I think that's what all officers do. That's what. I'm so happy. I know. You can, is this any better? Great. Thank you, Your Honor. I have been in discussions with Prosecutor Smith. I believe he's agreeing to my request to adjourn the prelim for a few weeks. If the court is willing to do that. The further negotiations on the case, Your Honor, and I have requested some additional discovery, some additional phone records that I would like to get before the prelim. And again, I don't know at this point if the prelim will actually run, but I would like some additional time to have those discussions with the prosecutor.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
It does, Your Honor. Thank you. I'm from the defense. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yes, what do you want to do? Yeah,
Make the same offer.
yeah, yeah.
And see.
think he's gonna-
Stern.
You think if he changes his PSI, the judge is gonna change his mind? Is it cool? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they still want this to serve.
So what was?
Do you want me in chambers about it and see if he'll see what he's thinking? Cause we might just save everyone's time if he's like, no, I'm not changing my mind.
Okay. Well. Okay, yeah. We can.
Gonna do that today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever.
Okay, I'll knock, I'll tell him we can meet and then, hi,
can get
Me and Miss Patrick would like to meet in chambers very briefly, but we are ready to,
Continue on.
yeah, and I don't think anything's going.
We probably need to bring a Spanish language interpreter, I think a court officer from downstairs.
Okay.
We have somebody that he's brought and speaks Spanish, but it's not an interpreter, not.
Yeah, there was supposed to be interpreter scheduled. I don't think there was, but Gus and Carlos both.
Right. Who was, I don't have my document.
That would be on Torres Baltazar.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna see if he can meet with you guys, and then I will
Okay.
go ask.
Same situation.
What if he wants to have any? Dive that he will.
Okay.
Which one are you guys meeting at?
Liddell Woods. And.
Okay. I don't envy you.
Or just letting you know he's being approved for. Obviously, so I just need to get the application done.
Okay.
If you can set it and
Yeah, what do you
for
want to set
PCC
out
as soon
for?
as, no, PCC as soon as possible.
Okay,
because he's
in
in custody for
custody.
21 days now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so PCC next week if possible.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Nobody else in the gallery was subpoenaed by the state. You were subpoenaed by the state? Okay. You ready? This might be helpful.
It's fine with this. I don't know about it here. It's just- Oh my God, that did me in. That did me in.
Okay,
Not getting
ready?
ready till 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that was, it was too much, I think.
Sorry, so sorry.
Is it actually?
No.
Okay, because he can do that, he can't do it here because of the time.
We can do that.
Carlos.
Oh, Carlos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
it's just.
He was like, if it's a prelim, he
No,
can't,
no.
so, okay, all right, cool.
Yep, yep.
I'll let him know.
Okay. I mean, it'll be the last thing because nothing else is running, so.
All right.
All right, you can be seated. And this is this, do you want to do P?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we're on the record in docket 26-01176. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Raymond P. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
And sir, you are Raymond P., is that correct?
That's right.
All right, thank you. This is time set for a preliminary examination today. Mr. P., you are not represented by counsel, is that correct?
I'm supposed to, but I still haven't got a lawyer yet.
All right. And Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding with this set for prelim?
Yes, Your Honor. It's my understanding that there's some sort of mix-up and that Mr. P does not have counsel today. However, he did meet, excuse me, with Public Defender Sarah Donnelly today, that she had indicated to me that he would be eligible for a public defender and that he will be represented. So I think at this time, we're requesting PCC be set as soon as possible, just considering that Mr. P is in custody.
Right, and we're looking at a good cause adjournment. We wouldn't, so we wouldn't have Mr. P waive any of his rights, and then we set it for PCC. We don't need, so the PCC can be within 2 weeks, but the actual prelim would be outside of in 2 weeks for subpoena purposes.
Yes, so if the court schedule allows, we could do a PCC next week.
All right, so how do we look for next week PCCs? Okay. So do PCC next week,
Sorry.
June 4th at 9:30. And then we'll do the prelim. We'll have to be 2 weeks out but we'll set it for 2 weeks out. I don't know, what date is that? Is that the 12th?
It's gonna be on the 11th.
The 11th. Okay. We'll do June 11th at 9:30. All right, we've reset the PCC and the preliminary examination The PCC set for June 4th at 9:30. So somebody from the Public Defender's Office will be out to see you. And then on the actual prelim is set, they'll be live in person on June 11th at 9:30. And my understanding is you're going to be represented by the Public Defender. Is that correct?
Sure.
All right. Anything else for the record in 2601176, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
Mr. P, do you have any questions of me?
Yes, I feel that my due process was violated because I didn't have a lawyer this time and for my probable cause hearing.
Okay.
So I was just trying to see, like, I don't understand how that works.
I don't know how it works. I have that you indicated that you were to be represented by the Ingham County Public Defender's Office, and then for whatever reason, it didn't happen. So I would talk, these are all weapons offenses, so there's nothing I can do on it. I can't lower the bond. I'm not going to lower the bond. This is an habitual second. But you should talk to the public defender who will be your attorney concerning this matter. And then you may want to, you may want to retain your own counsel. All right. All right. Anything else for the record in 2601176, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
All right, Mr. Pete, we'll see you on June 4th next week at 9:30. And then we'll see you again on June 11th at 9:30. That's the day of the prelim. You should be all set, sir. Thank you.
We should be running on Carter.
Nathan Carter.
Okay.
All right. All right, so we're on the record in docket 26011011192. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Nathan Carter. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Silverthorne.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dwayne Silverland from the Office of Public Defender on behalf of Nathan Taft Keith Carter, who is standing to my right at council table.
And sir, you are Nathan Taft Keith Carter, is that correct?
Well, technically, I'm Nathan Taft Keith
Edward Carter.
Yes, sir.
So Nathan Taft Keith Edward Carter, you are.
Yes, you are.
All right, thank you. This is the time set for a preliminary examination today. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. The people are unable to proceed on this matter today. The complaining witness is present. She did respond to her subpoena. That being said, after a conversation with her this morning, the people are unable to proceed on this matter. And so the people would be dismissing this case.
So this is a dismissal at the request of the people. So it'd be nollie pros by the people. And is that a fair statement, Mr. Silverthorne? And I assume you have no objection.
It is a fair statement, and I have no objection. Thank you.
All right. So based on the prosecutor's representations that they are unable to proceed, I'm going to have and I'll draft you, Ms. Fortuna Gill, to grab the nollie pros. You may. Thank you, Ms. Fortuna Gill. All right, I'm in possession of the nollie pros on 2601192. The case is dismissed without prejudice, which means that people could raise if they choose to, but realistically today our case is dismissed. I'm going to sign that. I do have a GPS on the file, so we will contact the private party. I think they put it on right by the sheriff's department, don't they?
That's correct. And I was going to actually raise that because he's going to be leaving here to go to his work, which happens to be in Jackson.
Okay.
So I've instructed him to stop on 127, get off the Mason exit go to JSG.
So we'll email JSG and we'll tell, they should expect you coming, okay? To take off the GPS. There's a no contact order, so you should keep a copy with you because it takes about 4 hours to purge from the court system, all right? Anything else? So I've signed the nollie pros pursuant to the dismissal of the case. Anything else for the record in 26-01192, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
Mr. Silverthorne?
Not for the defendant, thank you.
All
Your
right.
Honor.
All right, keep a copy of this on your person just to have, because it'll take about 4 hours to purge. All right, sir? All right, and we'll provide a copy. Someone will provide a copy once she brings up the court, once they bring up the defendant. That's all for the record. Thank you for your appearance.
If you just wait for Star to come back,
Pardon?
wait for Star to come back and then she'll get that.
We can go on Iverson. Mr. Starts has indicated he'd be willing to waive his appearance.
All right. It's Jeffrey.
Yes.
All right. All right, so we're on the record in 26-01185. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Jeffrey Iverson. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Sarts.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jacob Sarts IV, Assistant Public Defender here on behalf of Mr. Iverson this morning.
This is the time set for a preliminary examination. We know Mr. Iverson is in the building. And so we're going to waive his appearance, is my understanding. Is that a fair statement, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. This is set for prelim today. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
At this time, Your Honor, the people are unable to proceed on this matter. We do not have complaining witnesses present. They were subpoenaed. Additionally, my office and me personally have reached out several times without any success. I do anticipate a motion from defense counsel.
Mr. Sarts.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defense moves to dismiss at this time. The defense is prepared and able to proceed. If the people are unable to proceed at this time, respectfully, the defense requests a dismissal. I will explain to Mr. Iverson the differences between a dismissal with prejudice and without prejudice, if Your Honor, excuse me, grants this motion.
All right. All right. So at the request of the defendant, defense counsel, I'll have printed out a dismissal without prejudice. And you can explain to Mr. Iverson what that means, which means that the people could reissue if they choose to, but for our purpose today, the case is dismissed based on the representations of the prosecutor that they're not able to proceed. The subpoenas were sent to the complaining victim, and they failed to appear, and any contact's been unsuccessful. So I might draft you, Mr. Sarts, to.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yeah, you may.
Thank you.
I don't know how many orders you have there, but all right. So I will sign the nollie pros based on the defendant's motion to dismiss without prejudice. And then we will provide a copy for Mr. Iverson. I think there's a no contact order. So as you know, Mr. Sarts, it'll take about 4 hours to purge from the court system.
Understood, Your Honor.
Anything else for the record in 26-01185, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
All right. I will provide a copy. Thank you for your appearance. You're all set, Mr. Sarts.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Do you want to waive Miller's appearance?
Yes.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You want to try Mr. Woods?
Oh, Ronald Miller.
We can try Mr. Miller. Yeah. All right. And Ms. Patrick, are you conflict counsel in the case?
I'm sorry, say again, Your Honor.
Are you conflict counsel on Mr. Miller?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's what I didn't have yet. Now I do.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank you. Yes or no?
All right, so we're on the record in docket 26-01184. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Ronald Miller. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Ms. Patrick.
Good morning, Your Honor. Melissa Patrick on behalf of Ronald Miller, who is here in the building, and we do waive his appearance.
All right, and we are waiving his appearance. We know where he is, and we're waiving his appearance today. Ms. Fortuna Gill, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, this is the time set for preliminary examination on the matter. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, the people are unable to proceed on this case. The complaining witnesses are not present. They were subpoenaed. Additionally, my office, as well as myself personally, have reached out several times without any sort of success. I do anticipate a motion from defense counsel.
Motion from the defense, Ms. Patrick.
Thank you, Your Honor. Based upon the statements of the prosecuting attorney, we are asking the court to dismiss the charge at this time.
Okay, based on the representations of the prosecutor that the people are unable to proceed, the complaining witnesses were subpoenaed, and any contact to get them here has been unsuccessful. I will grant the motion to dismiss without prejudice, which means the people could reissue if they choose to, but realistically, for our purposes today, the case is dismissed. So I'll have the defendant's motion, I'll have that printed out. And I will sign, thank you, the dismissal. I do have a no contact order, so Mr. Miller should keep a copy on his person. It takes about 4 hours to purge from the court system. We'll provide a copy so you can give it to your client.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else for the record in docket 26-01184, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
Ms. Patrick?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you should be all set, ma'am. Thank you for your appearance.
Thank you.
And then I do believe we are ready on Torres Baltazar. The issue is the interpreter.
Yeah, I think Carlos is coming up and
Oh, okay.
he's not here yet.
Okay. So we're just gonna wait.
Yeah, let's wait.
Carlos. Morning.
And then,
I know Mr. Sarch just went downstairs to speak with his other client.
Right.
So we're waiting on that. And I'm unclear where Ms. Wanji is, but we're ready on Leighton. Last
All
we
right.
spoke with her, so.
yeah, Leighton and, oh, and we also have Pavlik, right?
Yeah, I do anticipate Pavlik will run.
All right, so let's move what we can, like we always do, and then we'll do the preliminary examination, and then let Star know who she needs to bring up. Once whether we're waiving appearance, it looks like we'll have to bring up Pavlik.
Yes, but before then, we would have to bring up Mr. Leighton.
Okay,
I just am not sure where Ms. Wanji.
right. All right, let me know when you're ready.
Wait,
And then,
we need, Star and I need to know what's going on.
okay.
We were only half listening because we were trying to finish up. All right, sorry.
So I'm gonna take an adjournment.
Okay,
And Pavlik looked like it may run.
okay.
Leighton, we don't know yet, but we'll have to bring it up, but we don't have the attorney, Miss Wanji. Mr. Sartz is talking to his client, Mr. Iverson, and so we'll get a determination from Mr. Sartz on Mr. Morris. And then we're waiting for the interpreter for Torres Baltazar. And then we've already talked about Mr. Woods.
Yes,
Is that fair?
yes, that's very, very fair.
I thought thought we did Iverson.
We did, just
We did.
Mr. Sarks went downstairs,
Iverson
so we
already
don't
went
have
down.
him for
Sarks
Morris
went
yet.
down to talk to Iverson,
Oh,
and
okay.
he's still got Morris.
Okay.
He's got 2 cases with Morris.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Gotcha, we never get into that. Gotcha. Next, just-
I am. Ross is already done. Well, we're gonna
Yeah.
run it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he took it to
No.
talk to his client Iverson,
All right.
and then Miss Fortuna Gill can tell you, once she finds out who we need to bring up.
Yes. I'm gonna go get Carlos then.
Oh, that's fine, yeah, I thought, yeah,
I mean, I had warned him. He
Yeah.
knows he's, but.
all right,
All
just come get
right.
me when we're all ready, and
Thank you, Your Honor.
that's Mr. Baltazar.
Yeah, yes, yes. Yeah, we can.
You want him to come with us?
Yes.
Come on, follow us, follow.
I will be right back.
This will be fun.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I thought you would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Aren't they so fun?
Yeah.
I just got them.
I love them.
Yeah,
What are you saying? Are you talking to yourself?
No.
Oh, you're talking to Star. Okay.
Yes, of course he was.
Okay, so, it's just, we go out in the hall if we're comfortable there, it doesn't matter, he works with me, so, everybody in here works with me. So, on, Mr. Connick's case, that we talked about moving forward, as charged with the strangulation. He's a comfortable testifying today. I know nobody really feels comfortable, but. Okay, good. So how that'll work is it's gonna be really empty in here, just like this. I'm trying to get everybody out of here before we go. And I'm just gonna ask you some questions. I'm gonna ask you, do you remember this date? Why do you remember this date? Tell me what happened. And kind of just walk me through step by step what you remember. I don't know and I don't remember are perfectly normal human answers. Don't be afraid to say that if it's true. I just want you to tell the truth. That's your job. My job is to get out the information that needs to come out. So don't worry about that. Okay. And then if you don't hear me or you don't understand a question or you just need a minute because you're, going to be explaining some personal traumatic events with strangers, that's not the most comfortable situation to be in. It's okay to ask at that time. You'll have tissues up there if you need. I could break and get you some water. So just don't be afraid to ask what you need. The defense attorney has an opportunity to ask you some questions.
I don't know yet.
And I'm done.
No.
Sorry, I got crazy.
But I remember who I said. I'm there to make sure that
G. No, I know it's Hannah. See, I don't know that. I just know that he was gonna be leaving here and heading to work in Jackson, and he's gonna stop off and he's on the way there.
So. Circuit court, So you're welcome to stay for that, you don't have to. If you stay over to hear what the judge says about it and everything, if you leave, you're only welcome to do that, and I'll just give you a call. It's up to you, and you don't have to make that decision right now, you can make it in the moment. So maybe take a look back or. Take deep breaths. Stand up here so you want to look up. Yeah, absolutely. Look up and take it. No. Probably ready for Mr. Layton to be brought up. I don't think he's brought up next. I think.
Bailey, I'm covering for Dwayne because he had to go to the kicker.
Perfect.
So I'm here, and Carlos is here.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Do you want to go on this one? I need to run to the restroom really fast. Don't. I'm not, I couldn't run if I tried, but I'm gonna be
When
there.
you, when you come back up, you wanted who again?
Layton. And then we'll bring up Flores.
Okay, sounds good.
And we'll probably just go right into the exam. We shouldn't need another break. Okay. But right now the baby.
The baby needs a break. Yeah, no.
Okay, Jeff, they're gonna-
This has been a long week.
No, go ahead, go take it. Go ahead, and then
Right, I
I'm
asked
sure we'll get started on whatever else.
She's not aware of anything either, so. I guess she's probably just not gonna be there. Maybe she just private things.
Oh, yeah. Everybody took like 5 seconds to catch up.
Mostly
Thank
days,
you.
most of the last days.
Yeah, that's what you told me yesterday. when I was in work. I'm well, not teased, I should do this.
Yeah, I would know it, probably be Maria. So.
Oh, yeah.
It seemed kind of out of the blue. Several times rough. But then again, he had the health crisis. So they childcare. Certainly. That was their injury.
think that's one, yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming as much, it's the only. When I get that.
Gotcha.
I think that's like, it's either him, we do have one other. Yeah. Which I do not. Just.
This close court?
No, no, I just wanted to, make sure you weren't subpoenaed and anything.
No, I'm just,
Okay, great.
Two, four. Yes, I think it's fair. And one, three, middle school, and one undergrad. I can keep track of it. Okay.
All rise.
Right, you can be seated, and Carlos, let's go ahead and let's get yours. This is Mr. Torres Baltazar. All right. I'll throw you in and. All right, Carlos, I'm going to have you state your first name and last name for the record.
First name Carlos, last name Hernandez.
All right, and please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will truly, accurately, and impartially interpret in the matter now before the court and not divulge confidential communication, so if you got under the penalty of perjury?
I do.
All right. All right, just let me know if I get going a little fast. Yep. So we're on the record in 26-01196. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Crispin Torres Baltazar. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people. Thank you, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Aaron Schroeder on behalf of Torres Baltazar, filling in at this time for assigned counsel Dwayne Silverthorne.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Schroeder. And sir, you are Crispin Torres Baltazar, is that correct?
Yes, su nombre es Crispin Torres Baltazar. Yeah, yes.
All right, thank you. This is the time set for a preliminary examination today. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, the people are unable to proceed as we do not have a complaining witness present. They were subpoenaed. Additionally, my office has attempted contact and has been unsuccessful in getting them here today. I do anticipate a motion from defense counsel.
Thank you. Yes, at this time, defense would make a motion to dismiss. Thank you.
All right, so based on the representations of the prosecutor that they are unable to proceed, the complaining victim and or witnesses have been subpoenaed and any contact has been unsuccessful, I will have printed out at the defendant's motion, a motion for dismissal without prejudice. I'm gonna draft Ms. Wanji to grab the, so we don't have to move everybody. Thank you, Ms. Wanji. So I will grant the dismissal without prejudice based on the defendant's motion. This is a dismissal without prejudice, which means the people could reissue if they choose to. But the case is dismissed today. I do have a no contact order. So you should wait about 4 hours and keep this with you. So because it takes about 4 hours to purge from the court system. And we'll provide a copy of the dismissal.
Could I also get a copy of that for our file?
Absolutely. We'll get 2 copies. One for so you can keep it on it, and one for Ms. Schroeder's file. So the case is dismissed without prejudice pursuant to the motion for the defense. Anything else for the record in 26-01196, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
Ms. Schroeder?
I don't know. Was there any type of a tether on?
There was no tether. It was just a no contact.
All right, very good. Nothing further than your
All
honor.
right.
Thank you.
You should be all set. Mr. Torres Baltazar, thank you for your appearance today. Thank you, Carlos, for your help.
No problem.
All right.
And we'll just wait for the copy.
Think Marcy's gonna make you the copies.
Great.
And hopefully the printer works or the copier works.
We're at our office. Yeah.
Once in a while, we have problems with it, but it usually works.
Thank you very much. And this is for him. That's for you. You're free to leave at this time, okay? All right, take care. We're good to go. Thank you. Thank you, Carlos.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right, who did you want to thank, Ms. Schroeder?
You're welcome.
Who did you want to call next?
I'm ready on Mr. Layton.
Mr. Zachary Layton. All right, so we're on the record in 26-01213. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Zachary Layton. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Ms. Wanji.
Good morning, Your Honor. Melanie Wanji from Mr. Layton.
And sir, you are Zachary Dwayne Layton, is that correct? Or you're Zachary Layton, is that correct? And how do you pronounce your middle name? Okay, thank you. This time set for a preliminary examination. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. It's my understanding that Mr. Layton would like different defense counsel. I'll defer to Ms. Wanji.
Ms. Wanji.
Yes, Your Honor, there is a breakdown in the relationship. Our office is representing Mr. Layton on another case. I would like ask the court to find good cause to adjourn the preliminary exam, as my client doesn't want to waive anything. Uh, we will, I will talk to the office to see if we can find.
All right, yeah, here's the problem. I can adjourn for good cause. That's not a problem. The problem was with the last, I know that Keith Watson, when he was public defender, only allowed one public defender. I don't know if that's changed under Mr. Cornish or not, but you can approach Mr. Cornish and share with them
Yes.
the problems that you have with
Yes.
defense counsel. But I don't have a problem. Ms. Fortuna Gill, is there any objection to an adjournment in this matter? So this can be looked into further.
No objection, Your Honor. All my witnesses are law enforcement,
Okay.
so I have no
Alright.
objection.
All right, so so Mr. Layton will not waive any rights. And we'll do a could cause adjournment. And I would assume that we'd reschedule for prelim, but I don't know, depending, because if we have a new attorney on it, it's a PCC. So I'm going to leave it up to Ms. Fortuna Gill. Do you want this to be set for a probable cause conference or for prelim? Because I'm not sure.
Yeah, I understand the predicament. I would say,
Maybe a PCC to be
I would
safe.
say a probable cause conference just to be safe.
Okay, so we'll adjourn for probable cause conference. That'll be in 2 weeks, I would think.
June 4th at 9:30.
June 4th at 9:30 for probable cause. And then for preliminary examination, we'll set for the following week. June 11th, okay. June 11th at 9:30. All right, we've set the probable cause conference for June 4th at 9:30 and the preliminary examination for June 11th at 9:30. And then that allow some time to be for Ms. Wanji to talk to the public defender's office to see if there's additional counsel. Anything else for the record in 2601-213, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
Ms. Wanji.
Yes, Your Honor, I know that I would like to address bound again. What I realized from the case is that it is an reissue. The case was dismissed previously. And the bound in this case is even higher than what it was before. My client is not a flight risk. He will be cooperating with his attorney if the relationship is good. I believe that because of his indigency, that the bound is too high. And again, it's a reissue. He was rearrested again. He had already spent time in jail previously on this case, and the case was dismissed. So we would respectfully ask the court to give him a PR bond.
All right, thank you. Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Your Honor, the people would oppose any PR bond in this case. These are very serious underlying weapons charges. Additionally, Mr. Layton, I believe, has another case that was just bound over by this court to the circuit court under very similar weapons charges at on the 8th of this month.
Let's see, I have on this file, there are three counts, one CCW, one possession of firearm, and one felony firearm. I do have a pretrial report indicating that the defendant should not be released on PR, on personal recognizance. Release on own recognizance is not recommended by the pretrial services. And then I have a CCH of August 2006. The defendant was sentenced to 6 months probation in this court. In the 30th Circuit Court, he was sentenced to probation. In 53 District Court, he was sentenced to jail with fines and costs. 54A looks like it was dismissed. Driving while license suspended, sentenced to 17 days in jail. That was 2013, 2015. Sentenced to 24 months, 42 days jail and fines and costs. But that was a circuit court. And then 2025. And I think that is this case. Oh, that's another case that was scheduled for prelim on May 8th. And then that case 2604. There's another weapons charge that looked like it was nollie crossed. Based on the prior criminal history, and I'm going to deny the modification of bond. And we've set it for June 4th at 9:30 and June 11th at 9:30. That's all for the record in docket 2601-213. Anything else, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
Ms. Swanji?
Nothing but a defense.
All right, Mr. Layton, we'll see you on June 4th at 9:30 at your PCC. Thank you for your appearance today. What's that?
That was good.
Yeah, it was a good cause adjournment.
We can get Mr. Morris.
Jerry Morris?
Okay, I can make this appearance too. Well,
Okay, she's gonna bring him up though, I think. Should we catch her? Do we have a radio to start? By chance?
I can mess.
You want to, yeah, is there anybody else you wanted brought up?
no worries.
Nope, that would, if, I guess Pavlik. We
Okay.
can bring him up because we'll be ready to start the exam.
Which one do you want, Morris or Pavlik?
Pavlik, because we
Yeah.
can waive Morris.
We can waive Morris.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Did you want to put Morris on the record?
Yes.
All right. All right, let's go on, can I call those together or do you want those called separately?
They can be called together.
All right,
Unless you have.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Sounds good. Thank you.
all right. So we're on the record in docket 2301-581 and 2302-807. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Jerry Morris. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Mr. Sartz.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jacob Sartz, the fourth Assistant Public Defender, appearing on behalf of Mr. Morris. I will waive Mr. Morris's appearance for both these respective files.
All right, thank you. And that's your understanding, Ms. Fortuna Gill will be waiving his appearance today. We know where he is. And Mr. Sartz is going to let him know what we do here.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. This is the time set for a preliminary examination on both these files. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor. On both of these files, the people are unable to proceed today. The complaining witness on the file ending in 8-1 was subpoenaed. My office has tried to make contact and has been unsuccessful in doing so. So we're unable to proceed on that file without their presence. Additionally, the people do not have the required witnesses to proceed on the file ending in 07. Those witnesses were subpoenaed and have not reached out to me at all this morning to, I suppose, let me do one more check before I place that on the record. Those witnesses have not reached out to me at all this morning to indicate as to why they would not be here. I do not have a good explanation for the court as to why they wouldn't be here. I do anticipate a motion from defense counsel.
All right, Mr. Sartz.
Thank you, Your Honor. On behalf of Mr. Morris, the defense respectfully requests a dismissal of both cases at this time. We're prepared. We're able to go. People are unable to proceed. Your Honor, respectfully, I request a dismissal. I will inform Mr. Morris about the differences if Your Honor grants this motion about a dismissal without prejudice. Thank you.
All right. So on file 2301-581, we'll print out based on the defendant's motion to dismiss without prejudice. We'll have printed out a dismissal or nollie cross. Dismissal on 2301-581, and then we'll have a similar dismissal printed out on 2302-807 based on the defendant's motion to dismiss without prejudice. It appears that the defendant's motion is granted.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I will sign the documents once Mr. Sartz.
May I approach?
You may.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm in possession of a order of acquittal based on the defendant's motion on 23-01581 and 23-02807. Based on the representations of the prosecutor's office, the people are unable to preside on either of those files. This complaining victim has failed to appear. They were subpoenaed, and any contact with them has been unsuccessful in getting them here. These are 223 cases, so they're older cases. So I'm going to grant each motion from the defense to dismiss without prejudice in 23-01581 and 23-02807, and allow Mr. Sartz the opportunity to explain to Mr. Morris what that means, which is a dismissal without prejudice, which means that people could reissue if they choose to, but realistically today the case is dismissed. And I will sign both documents, orders of acquittal. And then I don't think, let's see. So there's no, on 1581, we'll provide a copy, but there's no contact or GPS. And there's no, on either file, there's no contact or GPS, but we'll provide a copy for your records.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything else for the record in either one of these 23-01581 or 23-02807, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
Mr. Sartz.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Have
All
a
right,
wonderful moment.
I'm certain if you wait, you'll Star will get you a copy.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Have a nice weekend. I'm just gonna peek and see if Miss Patrick's out there with her client.
All right, and then Pavlik right now is going.
Yes, and it's hopefully saw our message and is bringing him up.
She is.
Oh,
She
right.
is.
Not the joining, to walk out.
I'm gonna go get decide a bunch of legal pads. So.
Oh, thank you.
Have a nice weekend, Mr. Sartz.
Thank you, Your Honor. You as well.
Yep. Ms. Schroeder, you also
Thank you.
have 3 days. So
Oh, did I just do that the wrong way?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Miss Patrick indicated that she is almost ready.
all right.
Um,
So we'll wait for Mr.
Pavlik.
to be brought up.
Yes, and those are the only 2 matters left. Just to
Alright.
confirm.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
all
what you have as well?
that is exactly what I have.
Okay, perfect. Sometimes I've caught myself anticipatorily crossing things off when I know what's gonna happen. So I've been trying not to do that anymore.
When, Kaylee, when are you due?
I am due July 6th.
'Cause
And
yesterday afternoon, you looked like you were gonna
pop.
you looked like you were gonna fall down. You look so tired.
Yes, I'm due July 6th. I don't know when they're gonna pull me.
Yeah,
But I enjoy being here.
yeah.
So
Do you know who's replacing you?
I do not. which
I don't
makes
think they
sense.
know right now.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
But I don't mind. I'd rather be tired than bored.
Well, I don't know, but it has to be tiring.
Yeah, at some point, I know I will have to
Yep.
go behind a desk, but
Do you drive to get to work?
I do, yeah.
How far?
Not very far at
Okay,
all.
that's good.
I mean, we're on Delta River Drive, right between Waverly and Grand River.
Okay, so you're
It's
at least
maybe-
local, at least.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
maybe an 8-minute drive. And then our plans to deliver at Sparrow, so it's right there too, if need be.
But that's where my girls were born. so.
Yeah. So. Yes, but I have an inkling he's coming in June,
Okay, yeah.
which I don't know. I also had an inkling he was a girl, so what do I know? Nothing. Yeah, so I don't know the exact date, that I know that Nikki is on vacation right now, so everybody is kind of lost.
Kind of up in the air, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, so, but well deserved, so I'm glad that she's
Yeah.
taking a vacation. Ready?
Yeah. Have a little one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then here's the free one.
Okay. You still need to know what I'm doing too.
Yeah.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
All right, so we are on the record in 26-00472. That is People of the State of Michigan versus Ladale Woods Jr. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Ms. Patrick.
Good morning, Your Honor. Melissa Patrick on behalf of Liddell Woods, who is here to my right.
And sir, you are Ladale Woods Jr., is that correct? All right, thank you. This is the time set for a preliminary examination today. Ms. Fortuna Gill, how are we proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor, an offer has been extended to the defendant to plead to an attempt resisting and obstructing. That would be an amended count 1. It's my understanding that the defendant wishes to avail himself of that offer. There's also a sentencing agreement to HIDA and no upfront jail.
And the attempt R&O is the same PAC code, but an A afterwards,
Yes.
is that correct?
Yes. And then you will have a plea sheet momentarily.
So 75081D1A.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm going to re-indicate for the record, this is an amended count 1 of an attempt to R&O with a kilobrew of kilobrew to YTA, no upfront jail, under 750.81D1A. Is that your understanding, Ms. Patrick?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So may I inquire of your client of his advice of misdemeanor jury trial rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Woods, you understand that you have a right to a jury, a right to be tried by a jury, the right to be presumed innocent or proven guilty, to have the prosecutor prove beyond reasonable doubt that you are guilty, to have witnesses against you appear at trial, to question any witnesses that are brought against you. You are represented today by attorney Melissa Patrick, and she would be present to cross-examine any witnesses or contest any charges brought against you by the people of the state of Michigan. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
You have the right to have the court order witnesses and appear your defense, remain silent during the trial, not to have that silence used against you, and to testify at trial if you choose to testify. If your plea is accepted, you'll give up the claim the plea was a result of any promises other than what was stated on the record, and you'd be giving up the right to appeal anything from trial. Since you won't be having a trial, you'll be pleading guilty instead. Is it still your wish today to plead guilty to the attempted R&O? All right. I'm going to have you raise your right hand as best you can. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna bring your attention, sir, back to, you understand that there is an agreement between Ms. Patrick and Ms. Fortuna Gill that there's a sentencing agreement, a kilogram of YTA and no upfront jail. If I was to do something different from that, you'd have the opportunity once again to withdraw your plea. Do you understand that? All right, and you understand that that it's really the probation department's going to be they're going to recommend it. Okay. All right. I'll bring your attention back to February 20th of 2026 at the offense location of 908 West Ionia in the city of Lansing, 48915. Were you at West Ionia in the city of Lansing, February 20th, 2026, on February 20th, 2026 in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
And at that time, did you get an order from a police officer from the Lansing Police Department who you knew was a police officer?
Yes.
And that was Officer Tyler Stelgis. All right. And what did you do in response to that order?
I don't remember.
Did you follow the order?
I don't think so.
Okay. And you knew that order was coming from a police officer, and you did not follow the order. Okay. Anything towards a factual basis, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
And to the best of your knowledge, it was a lawful order. Okay. Ms. Patrick?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. I find the factual basis to be knowing, voluntarily, and accurately made, and will refer to probation. And then, based on the interview, they're gonna do a report for me. We've done this before, and you know this. And we'll set the sentence. So probation, same as last time, 1 floor down, all the way to fifth. It's the 5th floor, all the way to the right, and we'll set sentencing date for. I don't know if they'll need the first. We usually go about 6 weeks out, but I don't know if we'll need the full. Let's try this, but to be careful, let's go the 6 weeks out. Mr. Liddell's out of custody, so.
It would be July 2nd.
July 2nd. At 9. All right, so Mr. Woods, we'll be back here on July 2nd to see what options are available to us concerning this matter. We'll try it again. All right. All right.
So, July 2nd. No,
Okay.
so I go down there and make a.
Yeah, if they're either going to see you today or make an appointment, they're most likely going to make an appointment.
Okay.
And then we'll come back here on July 2nd. You understand the importance of the probation interview. All right. Anything else for the record in 2600472, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Not for the people.
Ms. Patrick?
No, Your Honor, I'd like to approach with these documents.
Absolutely. I am placing in the, I went ahead and went through, but I am placing the advice of rights that you've signed the bottom of this. Is that correct? All right. And the plea agreement. And the plea agreement is between the people and Ms. Patrick, and you signed the bottom of this too. Is that correct? All right. All right. I'll place all 3 in the file, and we'll see you on July 2nd. Good luck to you. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Patrick.
So I got this here.
So I don't think we need a PSI. Well, yeah, I do need a PSI.
But what wasn't there?
There is an agreement. Yeah,
What was?
it's right here. It's on the.
Wait. Oh,
So
Yeah.
there's a Killebrew agreement of YTA and no front end.
just be inside
Yeah, that's a victim. So I don't know if they were able to get a hold of the victim last time. Just PSI.
Do I check that one?
What HYTA status? Yeah, you can check that. All right.
Okay.
All
Do
right.
they take the powder?
No, I'm supposed to.
It
take them down.
starts
That's what I
with
said.
six.
I'll call DK right now.
Oh, okay. I thought
Want
she
me to
was.
take them? I can take them.
I have to take the file and everything,
Oh.
so you'll have to have. a
Just wait.
seat. Yeah.
Okay, I'll let them know. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, and I think we have Mr. Pavlik, is that correct?
Yes. In the jury process. Please.
All right, Ms. Wanji, are you ready to go on Mr. Pavlik?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So you, and we have Mr. Pavlik brought over here. All right. So we're on the record in docket 26-01190. That is people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Airy Pavlik. Appearances for the record, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Haley Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people.
Ms. Wanji.
Good morning, Your Honor. Melanie Albiwanji for Mr. Patrick, who's sitting at the council table.
And sir, you are Michael Pavlik, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. This is the time set for preliminary examination today. It's my understanding we're running the preliminary examination. Are there any preliminary matters to come to the court's attention, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
Briefly, Your Honor, the people only intend to call one witness today. That witness is present in the courtroom. She's also the complaining witness, so it's my understanding that she has a right to be here throughout the proceedings, and there's no other witnesses that the people intend to call. So I do not believe there should be any reason for a sequestration order. I suppose I would defer to Ms. Wanji.
All right, you know, both of you know the case better than I do. So so if I see anything, anybody other than the complaining victim in the matter, once she's testifying, I'll just wait to look from you. If they're a potential witness, we have a problem, and I'll invoke the sequestration order. But if there's not, we could get like another lawyer or something. I'll wait to hear from you on that. Anything else to come to the court's attention pursuant to 26-01190 from the people, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Wanji, anything come to the court's attention from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right. All right. The people may call their first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The people are called Tisha Garrett.
And there's a person here.
There is. I have spoke with him. He indicated to me that he is just an observer. He's not listed anywhere.
He's not an anticipated witness in the case.
Absolutely not.
All right. So for the record, let's get his name and spell his first name and last name, so we know in the future if that's a problem, we'll understand that. If it makes it that far, we don't know that. Sir, state your first name and last name for the record, just as an observer.
Anthony Rifke.
Okay. So that's Anthony Rifke, just for potential for trial potential. All right, and then Rifke, I think it's Rifke. Rifki. Okay. All right. All right. Ms. Fortuna Gill, when you're ready.
Yes, Your Honor. The people would call Tisha Garrett.
Okay.
From the judge, he's swearing.
Right. So, Ms. Garrett, I'm going to have you stand right in front of me and please spell and state your first name and last name for the record.
Tisha Garrett.
And how do you spell that, ma'am?
TISHAGARRETT.
All right. Please raise your right hand, ma'am. Do you solemnly swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
All right. You can have a seat. You can have a seat in the witness chair. The microphone only goes to the court recorder's ears, so please project as best you can. All right. All right. When you're ready.
Good morning, Ms. Garrett. Thank you for being here all morning with us. Can you please tell me if you recall the date of May 2nd of this year, 2026?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Can you tell me what is so notable about that date?
I can't hear you, please.
Oh, right. Hold on. I'm getting my thoughts together. Black eyes still coming in this one.
You said your black eye is still kind of noticeable?
Yes.
Okay, were you in an altercation that day?
Yes.
Yes? Can you tell me a bit about that altercation?
Michael wanted to go to the bar and drink. He was on tether. And I
Your Honor,
told him-
may I would like you to instruct the
Okay,
witness
you-
to speak up.
So you can't hear her?
I can't.
Okay, so please project as best you can. So you said Michael was going to the bar.
Michael wanted to go to the bar,
Okay,
but he had his tether on, and I told him it wasn't a good idea. And he got angry at that and punched the windshield on the car, which is still cracked.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you there. I'm gonna let you finish. I just want to ask a few clarifying questions. Is that okay? Okay, so when you said Michael, are you referring to Michael Pavlik?
Yes.
And do you see him in the courtroom today? Can you describe an article of clothing he's wearing or describe where he's sitting for me? Okay, in a blue jumpsuit. And is he to my left or my right, in front of me, something different? To my right? Okay. Your Honor, at this time, I would like the record to reflect that the witness, Ms. Garrett, has identified the defendant as Michael Pavlik.
yeah, so any objection, the witness identifying the defendant as Michael Pavlik for purposes of this prelim, Ms. Wanji.
No, you're not. Thank you.
Okay, without objection, the witness has identified the defendant.
Okay, and can I ask, where were you when this argument started?
Michael's house,
Do you know the address?
9 5 or 8 Pacific Avenue.
Okay. So if 928 Pacific Avenue, that sounds familiar to you?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay.
And ma'am, is that in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
Okay.
County of Ingham, State of Michigan. Lovely. Okay. So you get into an argument about going to the bar, and you said that Mr. Pavlik punched your windshield. So are you in the car when the argument starts?
Yes.
Are you in the driveway of his house?
Yes.
Okay, so you're in the driveway in your car.
Yes.
You know,
That's not true.
these are leading.
So you can't
questions.
speak, okay?
Oh, sorry.
So no talking, and especially while your attorney's talking,
Sure.
because she's objecting because she can't hear. All right.
Leading Questions.
So and to leading questions, and you'll rephrase?
I'll rephrase, Your Honor,
Alright.
and I do apologize. I was just trying to make sense of the previous testimony, but I can ask. it.
All right. So I'll allow you to rephrase. I'll sustain the objection.
Thank you.
You may proceed, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, so describe to me exactly where you are when this argument's taking place.
Sitting in my car in the driveway of 928 Pacific Avenue.
Okay, great, thank you. And can you tell me what happened after your windshield was punched?
I believe Michael got into the car with me, and we went to the bar, and no, he ended up getting out at some point of my car.
Okay,
I don't know where we were driving or where the street was at, but he had gotten angry and just gotten out and walked to the bar.
okay, so at some point, Mr. Pavlik is in the car?
Yes,
Okay, and was he inside or outside of the car when he punched the windshield?
outside of the car.
Okay, understood. So when he starts to walk to the bar, how do you react? What happens next?
I drove away and went back to his house, and I had called him and or texted him, I'm not sure which one, and asked him which bar he was at.
Okay, and did he answer?
Yes,
What did he say?
don't remember the name of it.
Okay, did you go to the bar?
Yes, I got back into my car, and as I was driving to the bar, I noticed he left his phone in my car. I got a little nosy, and I saw something that, wasn't too pleasant. So when I got to the bar, he was walking out of the bar as I was walking towards the bar.
Okay, I do have a clarifying question. So how did he tell you which bar he was at if his phone was in your car?
I don't know. I think that might have happened after the might have been a sequence after. We got out of my car.
Okay,
So I think I'm gonna see.
that's okay. I just testify to what you remember, and how you remember it. So you do recall at some point going to the bar he's at?
Yes.
Okay, and You had indicated you saw him walk out of the bar. Can you tell me more about that?
He was just walking out, and as I was walking up, I showed him what I saw on his phone. And he proceeded to grab me by my throat and punched me. Like, oops, things aren't out of me.
Okay.
And I would say 4 to 5 people came out of the bar and started assaulting Michael.
Did you know any of those people?
No.
Okay,
I believe they probably saw him.
sure. But you
What-
don't know that to be
What
certain.
bar are we talking about?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm not from Lansing.
Is the bar in Lansing?
Yes.
Okay. And so at some point he grabbed you by your throat, you said? Okay, do you know approximately how long? It's okay if you don't.
Seconds.
Okay, and was your breathing restricted at all? Could you speak? Okay, so you felt like you couldn't speak and your breathing was restricted? Okay. And do you know about how many times you were hit in the ribs?
I think it was just once.
Okay,
Before people came out.
okay. And so after those people came out, what did you do?
I remember there was this one girl who was like moving me away from it and was trying to get me to go with them. Leave the situation.
Did you leave?
I did end up leaving. Yeah. So one of the guys in the group drove my car. Not sure why. It's a big thing, but
Sure.
and then we got to that group of people's house, and there was an incident going on at their house that was happening, but I ended up driving away.
And you didn't know any of these people prior to this event?
No.
Okay. And at some point you leave. Where do you go?
I go back to Michael's house.
Okay, and were you and Michael living together at the time?
Yes.
Okay, were you, what was your relationship like? I can tell that my question confused you, if I could rephrase.
You can rephrase.
Thank you, Your Honor. What was your relationship status at this time? Would you say you were in a dating relationship, friend, something different? Okay, so you're dating and living together at the time? Okay, and what happened when you got back to Michael's house?
I was texting a former friend of mine. And she was telling me to come to her house.
Objection, you're not hearsay.
I didn't hear the objection.
The objection was for hearsay.
Hearsay.
Okay,
There was hearsay in the answer. It's not being offered for the truth of the matter asserted, so I suppose it's not hearsay.
okay, so it's defined as not hearsay. The objection's overruled. I won't be using it as substantive evidence. It'll be offered for something other than the truth.
Thank you, Your Honor. So at Michael's house, does he return that night?
Yes.
And what happens when he returns?
Yeah. Stomps upstairs and busts through the door and starts assaulting me.
Okay. Were you upstairs or downstairs?
Downstairs.
Downstairs. Okay, so when you say he stomps upstairs, is he stomping
Up
away
the
from
porch
you?
steps.
The front porch steps. Okay, thank you. So he's and so when you say that, I forget exactly how you phrased it, but when you say that he busted through the door, is that what you said? Is that the front door?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the front door of his house.
Yes.
And can you explain to me exactly what happened? You said that he started assaulting you. Can you explain how so?
Just tripping me and punching me.
And where did he punch you?
He punched me right here. Really, really good.
Okay, so just for the record, you're pointing to your right temple?
Yes.
Okay.
Not simple.
I don't, I'm pretty bad with my lefts and rights. Okay, but your right temple or your left temple?
Yes.
Okay. And when you say that he choked you, was it different or the same as earlier? Okay. And were you able to breathe?
No.
Okay, were you able to speak? Okay. So how does that assault end? How are you able to get away?
It somehow ended up outside of the house in the front yard. And somebody was driven by and stopped and asked him for okay. We didn't really say much after that. We drove away and saying that's accurate.
So you're not actually aware of who called the police?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't call the police?
No.
Okay. And when the police arrived, what happened?
They wanted to arrest Michael just for the bond violation of us being in contact.
Okay, and were you inside or outside at the time?
Inside.
Was Michael inside or outside?
Inside.
Okay. So I just want to make sure I understand, you went from outside to inside? Well, inside to outside to inside at some point. Okay. And what were the police saying? If you remember.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Response?
Your Honor, this is just being offered for the effect on the listener, not for the truth of the matter asserted.
All right. But this is the only witness, so and we don't have any law enforcement witnesses that be acting on the statement.
That is true.
Okay, I'm going to sustain the objection.
And was Michael arrested that day?
Yes.
Okay. And you saw that with your own two eyes? Okay. I have no further questions for this witness at this time.
All right, thank you, Mr. Tindigold. Ms. Wanji, cross-examination.
If she had seen him being arrested with her own two eyes. Oh, okay. Just so you know, I'm not going to divide
Good morning, Ms. Garrett. So, when the police wanted to arrest Mr. Garrett, you call saying that if they arrest him, you're gonna kill yourself. Why would you say that?
Because it was a really upsetting moment because it had gotten so out of control. And it was really just impulsive words, I guess.
You did made that statement not once, but multiple times, correct?
Yeah.
To the point that the police had to take you to the hospital.
They took me after the fact when they put me in.
Because they were concerned.
Yes, but they didn't keep me for any mental health. They just checked. They were really concerned about my head that was swollen, and they checked that, and I was released about 6 hours later.
Well, if you say that they did not take you to the hospital because of your mental health, but you did tell them on multiple occasions that you're gonna kill yourself, correct?
Sure. Yes.
Now,
Asked and answered.
I'll sustain the objection, but she did indicate that she's previously said that.
That day, do you recall taking any medication? Yes.
Objection, Your Honor, relevance.
Response?
She seems to be confused. She was showing the injury, her left thumb, say right thumb. So, and she also say on multiple, well, she was testified that she doesn't remember.
If
very
she
well.
took medication that day, I think we can, that's her perception. So you may answer the question, the objection's overruled.
I took my prescribed medication, which is Adderall.
Yeah, and does the medication that you take affect your memory?
It can if you take too much of it, yes. And I can take some.
Okay, so both of you have taken some medication.
Yes.
And did you take the medication that they as prescribed or you?
Not sure.
Okay, so, when you say you're not sure that whether or not you took your medication as prescribed, do you usually not take it as prescribed?
I usually do, yes.
Okay, but that day you don't recall whether you took more than what was prescribed, correct?
I believe it's because
My question was, you don't know if that day you took more than what was prescribed.
I don't know. I don't know the answer.
Will you say that the amount of medication that you took that day may have affected your memory?
Objection, Your Honor. I think that this is asking the witness to come to some sort of medical conclusion.
She can indicate whether she remembers or not.
Okay, thank you.
I remember pretty much most of the night and day, so.
Say it again.
I remember pretty much most of the night and day, so not really.
Okay. When you were testifying about where Mr. Pavlik allegedly hurt you on the head, you showed the left side.
Yes.
And you say that he hit you on the right side, correct?
No, I said left temple.
Left temple, okay.
So for the record, you've indicated that that the injury is on the left side of you. Okay.
Now, you have been dating, you say you've been dating with Mr. Pavlik, you date him.
Yes.
Is it fair to say that you have a sexual relationship with him?
Yes.
And did you remember having a sexual relationship that day?
I don't believe you did, no.
Okay. And what about the day before, the night before?
Maybe.
You don't remember?
Yes, because I mean, we would do it most nights.
Say it again.
We would do it most nights. I don't know why this is really late.
Okay. So when you have a sexual relationship with him, do you like him to
Objection, Your Honor.
No, we're getting a little far field.
Okay.
So I know relevance is a pretty low standard, but what's your argument for why this is relevant?
I want to know if she allows,
Ma'am, so let's hear the argument.
No,
don't ask any questions. Make your argument. Why is
okay,
this relevant?
I want to know if whether or not when they have a relationship, sexual relationship.
Okay, if your objection is overruled, you can't ask that question. That's not relevant to the beating unless you argue it's relevant and why.
I
Why is it
argue that
relevant?
it's relevant because some of the hurt, what the injury that she had may have been caused by consensual.
So you're indicating that the cause of this was from a previous incident. She can ask that question. So
No,
the objection is overruled. You can ask that question. Did this happen in a previous incident? And then you're stuck with the answer.
Your Honor.
Did the injury happen the night before when you were having sex?
No.
You also testified previously that you saw that his phone was in your car. that he left his phone in your car?
That night, yes.
Okay, no, but you also testify that you either text him or call him when you were looking for him.
And I told you, I don't, there's obviously a piece that is missing because there's a point that he got out of my car. I think I called someone on his phone. I think I called a friend of his on his phone who he was with at the bar. And that is how I ended up talking to him. That's actually.
So you previously, then when you previously testified that you called him on his phone, you could have not done that because his phone was in your car.
No, so I used his phone to call him with a friend that he was with. I do not remember the name, but I remember it at the time. And that's how I got a hold of my close with that friend. After getting out of the car. And using his phone. So his friend answered his phone and gave it to my.
After the alleged assault, you went back to his home? The alleged assault at the bar?
Yes.
Okay. You went back to his home even though you allege that he just assaulted you?
Yes, where else was I supposed to go?
Did you call the police after the assault?
No, I was planning to go to a friend's. But I did it back before I could do that.
When you also testify that you saw that you snooped on his phone, correct? That you saw things on his phone.
Yes.
And when you got to the bar, you asked him about what you saw.
I walked up to him, he was walking towards me out of the bar, and I was walking towards the bar up to him, and I basically just did this, and that's when he grabbed me in my throat and punched me in my stomach.
Okay. What is it that you saw in his phone that that upset you? I guess we were upset, correct?
Sexually explicit kind of like text message conversations with some I don't remember the name of that.
So you saw something in this. Okay, so were you upset when you saw those you saw those texts?
Yes.
And when you saw him, you showed him that you were upset.
Yes.
When you were interviewed by the police, did you tell them about the assault that took place, alleged assault that took place at the bar?
I believe so.
I have no further questions.
Redirect Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Briefly, Your Honor. Ms. Garrett, you were asked about going to Mr. Pavlik's home after the first assault. Can you explain to me where you lived at the time?
I live in Franklin.
Okay, so Mr. Pavlik's home was your home as well at the time?
Yes, and I'm not originally from Lansing at all. So I don't like.
Okay. Did you have anywhere else you could have went at that time?
I was talking to a former friend who lived in Flushing.
Okay. And you were also asked about being upset about some content on Mr. Pavlik's phone. When you confronted Mr. Pavlik, did you assault him at all?
No.
No. So did you say anything threatening at all before he grabbed your throat?
No.
Okay. I have no further questions.
May this witness be excused from the people.
Yes, Your Honor.
May this witness be excused from the defense, Ms. Wanchi?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're all set. Thank you for your appearance today. Any further witnesses today from the people, Ms. Fortuna Gill?
I was trying.
No, Your Honor.
Does the defense have any testimony today at the preliminary examination?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, motion for bind over, Ms. Fortuna Gill.
Yes, Your Honor. I do understand that the people that we did not take any testimony today regarding the resisting and obstructing charge, the people are not moving for bind over on that charge today. So the people will be moving for bind over on count 1 alone, as count 3 is a misdemeanor. Count 1 being assault by strangulation. The elements that I need to prove today at a probable cause standard is first that the defendant committed a battery on Tisha Garrett. That a battery is a forceful, violent, or offensive touching of another person or something closely connected with that other person. Second element being that the touching must have been intended by the defendant, that is not accidental, and must have been against Tisha Garrett's will. It does not matter whether the touching caused an injury. And the third element being that the battery was committed by strangulation. Strangulation or suffocation means intentionally impeding normal circulation of the blood or breathing by applying pressure on the throat or neck by blocking the nose or mouth. We heard testimony today from one witness, that is the victim in this case, Tisha Garrett. She had indicated that there are 2 separate assaults here that would meet these elements. Both assaults include punching as well as what Ms. Garrett described as choking. She indicated that she didn't feel like she could speak. She felt like her breathing was restricted both times she was choked, both at the bar and back at Mr. Pavlik's residence, which we heard testimony is 928 Pacific Avenue, City of Lansing, County of Ingham, State of Michigan, making this court the appropriate venue. We also heard testimony that this occurred on May 1st of 2026. And we got identification. Ms. Garrett did identify Mr. Pavlik today on the record for purposes of preliminary examination. Now, I do understand that there are some lapses in Ms. Garrett's memory from that night. However, she remembers everything important for our purposes today. She got a little confused as to how she may have contacted Mr. Pavlik with the phone situation, of course, but what we know is that she answered truthfully. She answered when she didn't know. She admitted when she didn't know things today. She admitted when she got confused, when she had lapses in memory. Where she never had lapses today was on the assaults themselves. She knew that there were 2 separate assaults, that she was choked and punched both at the bar as well as back at the home after Mr. Pavlik's return. Additionally, you know, she was truthful through it all. She admits to going back to the home. She admits to not knowing exactly how many pills she may have taken that morning. So she certainly, I believe, is a credible witness in this case. She has been very honest with us about the things that she isn't sure of and the things that she is sure of. And what she is sure of is that there was a strangulation that took place. The people would move for bind over on count 1.
All right, thank you. Response, Ms. Wanchi.
You know, the kind of, she admit that the medication that she takes has effect on her memory. And the fact that she also admit that she doesn't remember how much she took that day, it's also a concern because of that. So I know that for her, the purpose of the preliminary exam where the standard is very, very low, I will leave it to the discussion, but for the credibility, I think that the fact that she took more than what was prescribed on her medication and the medication affected her memory, I do believe that it may have impact on her credibility. And even though the burden is low, I think that the fact that she has memory issues and had taken her medication, a medication that affects her memory more than what was prescribed, is a problem here. So I would ask the court not to bind the case for her.
All right, thank you. The standard for preliminary examination is probable cause being the second lowest standard in criminal law, reasonable suspicion being a lower standard. It has been proved by probable cause evidence that the location of and I will talk about each count, but the count one is a 928 Pacific Avenue in the city of Lansing, 48910. So location, venue, the defendant, Michael Pavlik, was identified in the courtroom as the person who is in a standing relationship. So the identification has been made, and the date of this all occurred on May 1st, but I think it runs into May 2nd as to the early morning hours of May 2nd. So it is on or about May 2nd, 2026 in the city of Lansing. That's when the city got involved. This may have happened in the later hours of May 1st. So location, venue, ID, and date. Then for the offense, the assault with intent to great bodily harm less than the crime of murder. Credibility is an issue that will go to the trier of fact, and they'll determine credibility. So that would be the jury. But it does appear that on count one, I would say only as to the second incident, which occurred at his house at 928 Pacific Avenue in the city of Lansing. The first incident, there's no real address on that. That's the problem. But the second incident, assault did occur, and she indicated that she was strangled and that she could not breathe, and that Michael Pavlik was the person who did that to her. So count one is bound over assault with intent to great bodily harm less than the crime of murder or by strangulation that occurred on May 2nd, 2026 at 928 Pacific Avenue, in that the defendant, Michael Pavlik, did make an assault or an offensive touching on Tisha Lynn Lee Garrett, and that occurred by strangulation or suffocation. And so that's bound over. Count two is not bound over, as there was no testimony concerning count two. Count three is a misdemeanor. I would assume that's coming in as the first incident. But that's not bound. That is bound over. It follows as a misdemeanor, and circuit court is the felony court. So count three does follow count one. Count two is dismissed, and so I'll indicate that for the record that count one is bound over. Is bound over as charged. Count two is dismissed. And count three follows as a misdemeanor. So the preliminary examination was held, and so the examination was held on today's date, which is May 22nd, 2026. It was found that probable cause exists to believe that the offense and the identity of the person who committed that offense was proven as the count one. Count two is dismissed. Count three will follow as a misdemeanor. Anything else to come to the court's attention before I sign the bind over documentation as the preliminary examination was held? Ms. Fortuna Gill.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Wanchi.
I would like to address bound.
You may.
Thank you. My client would like to have the opportunity to go to inpatient treatment. I talked to his attorney on the case that he has in Genesee County, and it is my understanding that that will also be the plan to allow him to go to inpatient treatment. The way I would put it is that we would respectfully request that he had a PR bound to allow him to go to inpatient treatment. he has a, I think that he has a warrant at this time with Genesee County. And it is my understanding that he would be expected to go to inpatient. I don't want this case to impede on the fact that he may seek treatment. So we would respectfully ask that he gets a PR bond on this case, Your Honor, to allow him to go to treatment.
All right, thank you. Ms. Fortuna Gill, do you have any question? I will indicate that at the arraignment, there was a protection of the public defendant on parole, probation, or pending criminal charge. Crime charge involved violence towards another person. Defendant has a history of violent behavior, history of threatening or harassing behavior, and the charge includes an intimate partner. The people requested a no bond. That was set at the bond was set at 7,500, 10%. And then with bond conditions that have applied. So that was a request by the people at the arraignment. Ms. Fortuna Gill, anything on bond from the people?
Your Honor, the people would stand by their previous arguments made regarding bond at arraignment.
All right.
If I may also.
You may.
There is other conditions in place that will keep the alleged victim safe. We have to understand that the Pacific Avenue is my client's home. And if my client was, and there is a no contact order in place, and we believe that if my client goes to intensive, it goes to rehab, that will also lessen the fact that there will be a contact between the parties. And again, he understands that as part of his bond condition, he should not be having any contact with her. And I know there is no condition, or there is no order against her not to come to his home, but I would just say that, you know, we believe that him trying to seek some help regarding his mental health and whatever is going on with his life, it's also going to have a positive impact on the society and protect the society too.
Okay, I've had the opportunity to hear some testimony regarding this matter. I'm going to deny the motion to modify bond. Bond is set at $7,500, 10%. So this would be for today's date of 5/22. I'm going to sign the bind over on count 1. So your time in district court is done. You're off to circuit court where you get your next date of appearance from your attorney, Ms. Wanji. Your bond is set at $7,500, 10%. All the pretrial conditions, GPS, the no contact order, the no possession of firearm, and no assaultive behavior all still applies if you're able to make bond in this matter. That's all for the record in 2601190. Thank you, everybody, for your appearance today.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna bond to a new address.
I was trying for you.
What do you do?
She,
I have
yeah,
lots to do.
she came back to the house and wrecked it with Provo. She destroyed my house.
Alright.
So she came back there.
You all set?
All rise.
Have a lovely weekend and Memorial Day, Your Honor.
You too.
When you find out.
I can tell you the address right now. Her friend that she was called, that's the one that wants to live with her. 181 Apollo, APOOLLO, circle. Washington, Michigan. 48433. That's gonna be, I'll call as soon as I get back there and I'll probably find out today.
Okay.
Mhm.
Understanding that both were very high that day. Yes. Well, and he took some of his spirit.
Allegedly. I'll do what you guys always say to me. Whenever I say that, you guys are like, allegedly.
Well, he took some pills too, because I don't know.
Yeah.
In jail, they found some.
You know, it keeps us both employed. What can you do?
Yeah. I'm getting rid of Leighton.
Yeah. That seems like a headache.
He said, I don't know, I'm gonna go talk to Flores because he's trying to, he said he's gonna leave. What did you do? Oh, he bothered with my stuff. He works for the prosecution. He does this.
Oh, okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
Have a nice weekend.
You too. Get some rest.
Yeah, I will try. Oh, I missed your email. Mark.
That's okay. Lisa, that was from Star. She's like, he was already trying to,
Yeah.
he was a little agitated.
Yeah, I picked up on that.
Oh, shoot, Melanie is. I get her to sign that one. Right back in your ears.
Okay, I will be here. I will not run away.
She won't sign.
For what?
Transfer.
Why not?
She says it won't go, that, and then she also says that, I go, you're the only person that has never signed.
Yeah.
She's, because she once before did it, and then I made her sign it, because it was the Jackson one that,
Yeah.
and that one's definitely gonna be going. And she's like, oh, we're supposed to ask for permission first. And I go, you're the only person. She goes, really? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, no, we're supposed to be asking for permission. I'm like, I don't know, but you're the only person. So she wouldn't sign it.
The one we did?
Yeah, she wouldn't sign for this.
Oh, well, I'm one, so. I'll sign.
I'm just
That's
saying.
bizarre. I've
She's
never
just
heard that
saying-
before.
I know, she's saying that they can't. But I'm Like, okay, you're the only one that's not signing, but whatever, lady. I'm here all the time. I can always sign.
Okay. My predictions were pretty on today.
I'm telling you,
I've gotten pretty good at it.
You
I
are.
must say. I wasn't always good at it.
Oh, is that planned?
Yeah, Marquita just opened
You get the gold star for your week.
Yeah. Are you gonna drop this file off or you want me?
I have to, hang on, I gotta get a copy. I can do it.
Okay. I got
It goes hot box, right?
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, Star. Have a good weekend. Thank you. You too.
Bills. They want us to include the transcript order now when they get bound over.
Oh.
All these new steps they make us do. I don't even know what they're doing yet. Anyway.
We're all just trying our best. Fake it till you make it.
Gotta fake it. It's gonna be a 4th of July, baby.
No, he's coming earlier.
You
I
think?
won't allow it.
But you know dang well he'll always have a 4th of July birthday party.
I know. I hope he got. I know. I know. We're kind of doing like a barbecue instead of a shower.
That's fun.
Yeah, I want it to be more fun. I mean, I'm probably gonna be miserable regardless, so I hope other people have fun. We're doing that next Saturday. So he's gotta stay until then.
My mom, so I was born in March, and she said, and my sisters were born in October. And my mom said I was by far the best because she was not huge and miserable in the summertime.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
that was, I'm a 70s baby, so you're talking pre-air conditioning, when everybody had air conditioning.
Yeah, that
you know?
sounds horrible.
And she was like, no. And she said, you were the best because she wasn't, she was able to get out and do things and blah, blah,
Right.
blah. And
Yeah.
with my sisters, not so much.
My family was like, we should